Okay, Trailhead Brothers here. Today we're gonna do this batch called Apex testing. Get started with Apex unit tests. So let's go ahead. Okay, here we are talking about how we can create Apex unit test. We need to, for each code that we create, we also need to create a test method so that we can have the test coverage. Otherwise, the Salesforce won't deploy it. It has to have at least 75% test coverage for all the code that you have written. Okay, so we are using this decorator. We call this is test. So with the help of this decorator, we are gonna create a test method. So this is how you create a test. You use this decorator before the class and also before the methods in the class, like this. Okay, as an example, let's go ahead and do this. Okay, create your org. You can create your Salesforce account here by clicking at the bottom, create playground. So I have already created mine. So let's go ahead and do all of these methods. Okay, let's open the developer console on the top right. Click the developer console here. This is how it will appear in your account. So let me, okay, there it is, there we go. So file new apex class. So let's create it. There we go, file and new apex class. There we go. So we also have to select the name, temperature converter. Okay, so let's copy this name. I have created a class here. Okay, so now let's copy this code and paste it in the class here. Okay, there we go. Let's go and save it. Then let's create another class just for testing. There we go. You can file a new apex class, copy paste the name. It's gonna create another class. Let's also copy the code here and paste it here. There we go, and let's save it, file and save. Okay, now let's run this class. Test new run. Let's select the temperature converter class. Okay, let's test and new run. Let's select our class and let's add selected. Okay, let's click this and then let's click run. So we are running the test now that we created for our temperature. So as you can see, uh, we ran the test. If we came here in the test section, you can see we have completed the 100% test coverage. So yes, so this is how we run the test. We can also, change the method, create okay, yes, so this is okay. So this is another method, and in here, so we're gonna use this method to show you how the test fails. Okay, we have test boiling point. So we're gonna change the test boiling point with this code. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's save this, and then let's do it again. Test rerun. Okay, we are gonna click test rerun. To rerun, select a test run from the test tab. Okay, we have to click this and then rerun. As you can see, we have failed one test. You can see here we have failed test boiling point because we created this test on purpose just to show you. Okay, there we go, and we failed this test on purpose. Now another method is we also need to make sure our test cover our code. So we need to create test which covers all the aspects of our code, not just the 75% which Salesforce have mentioned. So in this example, we are creating a class where what will happen is we are gonna get the state of the lead record, and we are checking if it's empty or not, and then on the lead we are getting the state record. Uh, where does this lead record exist, in which state? We get that, and if the state is CA, we create the task priority to high, otherwise we create normal, and that's it, and we are returning the task. So this is what this function does. So let's create this function in the system. Let me remove new apex class. We can name it get uh, task priority. Yes, this one, task util. I think this is the one we're gonna use. So let's copy paste this, not task util. There we go. You can see we have created a task here. Let me copy this code and put it here. File, save. Okay, now we are creating a test. In this test we are sending ny state to the function, to the above class, and we will check if because this is ny is not equal to CA, it's gonna set the task priority to normal. So we are checking the normal and the output of the class. So this is what we are doing here. So let's create a test class. Let's copy this, go to file, new apex class, not this one. Let's task util test. There we go. Okay, there it is. Let's copy this and paste it here, and let's save it. Okay, now if we run this test okay, I'm going to select this and select add selected. There we go, and let's run this run. So it's running the test, and this is the test that we just ran, the latest one. If we see here, we can see we are only covering 75 percentage test coverage. So all of this, we are only testing 6 lines out of 8. So how is this working? You can see here the red ones we are not testing. We haven't tested the CA, we haven't tested the empty state, so we have to do all of these test run to make sure that we have 100% code coverage. So let's optimize our test function. Let's copy this code in here. If you want to understand, we are sending CA and making sure if it is equal to high. We are also sending Montana to check if it is setting the null. So this is where we are testing null. So let's copy this code and add it to our test and save it, and let's click this and click test and then rerun. As you can see, uh, we have let me see. Okay, I think we have run the old test. So we are gonna test again by doing this test new run, add selected, and then run. As you can see, we have 100% test coverage now. So this is how it's working. We are also going to use a new method called test suite. What it does is it tests all the, what does it do, it tests all the functions. Yeah, we create a suite for all the test. It will then run all the test in that suite, so then it will show us the result. So let's do the suite one test, new suite. Let's name it temp converter. Okay, then select task util, hold down control. Okay, we have selected that all the test, and save it. There we go. Then test new suite run. It will run all the tests, not one by one that we were running before. Let's select this and select here and run suite. There we go. So as you can see, we have failed the test as expected, and we have passed the test of the util. So this is how we run. We can also create test data, but we will do that in the next unit. Okay, so these are something we have to make sure. So we're gonna do this challenge. So let's start doing the challenge. In this challenge, we are gonna create an Apex class. So let's go ahead, copy this. Let's remove this one. Okay, file, new Apex class. Let's copy paste the name. Okay, and go above. The code for this one is here. If we copy this, so if we want to understand this code, what we are doing, we are verifying the date. In this, we have created a class. Then we have created a function where we are checking if date, if we are checking dates if the date is within the next 30 days. If it is not within the next 30 days, then we are going to use the other date. Otherwise, if it's not with the next 30 days, then we are going to use the second date, and otherwise we are going to use the end of month date. So this is what we are doing here. If both of the dates are within 30 days, we are gonna take the date 2, or if it is up 30 days apart, we're only gonna take the first date. That is it. The day, end date, end of month date. And the this method, we are checking if the date is within 30 days. It's gonna send us true. Otherwise, if it is not within the 30 days, it's gonna send us false. In here we are giving it a date, and it is returning us the end of month date. So this is what it is doing. What it does, it is take the total dates, and then it's gonna find a new date which is the last day of that date of that month. So this is what we are doing here. Let's copy this and paste it in the developer console and save it. Now we have to create a test function. Let's copy this and create a new apex class. Okay, so let's create a test function here. First of all, we have to use is test. There we go. Then we are gonna use this method, static test method void test. mm, Test method void test method 1. There we go. We're gonna create a function date d is equal to verify date dot check dates. Okay, we have created this. We're gonna take today's uh, system dot today. There we go. System dot today. We're gonna add some days. Add days 1. There we go. We have written this function. We are verifying. Okay, this is good. Let's select the other date. We are adding 1 day in the above, and let's do the second one. Copy as it is. In here we are adding 60 days. Yes, we are adding 60 days. So we are checking today's date. So yeah, okay, after creating this, let's save the file, and we are gonna select run all. Okay, we have run the system. As you can see, we have 100% coverage. So let's check the challenge. Congratulations, we have completed the first part of the module. So let's go and do the second part.